Here I am.
It's a new day, baby.
Michael Bubble. New dawn, new day.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't work as well when I don't. I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna come back.
Come on, it's fun.
Is it?
Yeah,
I feel
this
like
is
the
fun.
vibe is
I'll
off.
tell you. Let me tell you a little story.
Welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast. Ryan Quigley, even Bernie. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy 2025.
My
We
God.
missed you.
We missed you. I couldn't sleep at night.
I was
much.
really,
Yeah.
I was really shaken up
It
that I
was-
couldn't talk to you guys.
I know.
Sorry we didn't give you one last week, but guess what? It was fucking New Year's.
Yeah. Okay. What were you doing?
Yeah.
Where
Guess
were you?
what? I was
at
waiting
New
for you
Year's
to give me a podcast.
I was waiting for you to give me a kiss.
You never start things anymore.
So why don't you ever text me and say how I'm doing?
It's true.
Yeah, no,
true,
no. It's listen. We've got one. We're
How you
returning
doing?
to form in many ways with this one.
This is going to be a huge.
It's going to
year
be huge for us.
It's going to be a massive year for us, and of course, we're going to do Gen 2 review today.
Gen 2.
But yeah, we're going to
before,
talk. We're going to talk. We're going to talk to everybody. First.
We're going to talk to everybody, but before that, I've got a couple of little gripes about
What do you got?
the postal system.
The postal.
And
system.
I know you're going to argue with me on this one, but I stood there. I was at the USPS for a
Right.
while.
Yeah.
I was there, long line. I don't know why everybody's trying to mail stuff now.
This just for everybody's context. This
Uh-huh.
is This is Thursday, January 3rd.
January
So it's not
3rd.
like you're trying to go on New Year's Day or something.
No. It was long past since anyone would really need to be mailing all that much. But I guess that I didn't get the memo. Everybody lined up there.
Right.
It was me and a bunch of little old ladies lined up. And I get to the end of it.
Yeah.
And hand my little box over, and they're like, "No, this is for UPS. This is
Yeah.
USPS." And I'm
You
telling
feel like you should take no responsibility for that?
I'm saying UPS and USPS, they're way too similar for them to have fuck all with each other.
I'm laughing.
I don't think that's fair.
Because this is the most softball layup. If you asked ChatGPT, hey, what is can you just make up a silly mistake that Ephraim Bernie would make? This is exactly what
Sure.
you would do.
Well, exactly. I mean, I'm just upset because they were like, "No, we can't do anything for you."
Because they
And
can't.
I was like, well, is there a UPS that that's nearby? I'm thinking they got the same fucking letters. They don't know where each other are. And they're like, no, we don't know. There's one right up the block. I looked it up. Why don't they know that?
You're looking for someone to get mad at.
I am upset.
You're looking for something to
That
get
would be
mad
like
at.
if I sent a letter to Ryan Squigley, and you were like, I've never heard of him.
But yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
And you're like, yeah, I don't understand how you could make that mistake.
That's what I'm trying to think of a different one. It'd be like you went to the wrong place. That was one letter off.
Well, and it's also, if you did this, they do the same thing. They mail little boxes. Why can't they just mail my box? I'll draw an S after the U.
But I imagine you had already paid for postage for UPS, right?
Well, no, it was I had to send my computer back.
Exactly.
So I get some money off.
But
so Apple paid for it.
Well, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have no right to complain.
No, I stood there for a long time.
Well, but it's for free. It's expensive to mail things.
No.
Yeah.
No, come on.
You ever do? There's special. No, but really, is it? I had to mail some stuff.
Say it ain't so.
Really? I had to mail some stuff. I had to buy me a book of matches. What's it called? No, a
book of matches.
Not a
huh?
book of matches. What's it called? Book of stamps.
Oh, book of stamps.
You want some stamps?
Yeah, well, I might get into it.
I'm just
Everybody
saying.
needs a hobby this year. I'm
The
gonna start
mail.
sending shit.
Look, this is what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think the mailing system, however things are mailed, you got to stop that.
Yeah.
You got to stop. That's one of the many things about our society that I think we need to make up. We need to get rid of. The other
Yeah.
thing that I think soon in society we need some kind of upgrade.
Yeah.
Is you ever go to a car wash?
No, I don't have a car.
But
I've been to one.
You've
Yeah,
been
I know
to a
what
car
happens at
wash,
one, yeah.
right? What kind of fucking Willy Wonka shit is that?
See, I wish they could do that for me.
But that's kind of what I'm saying is it looked like an inventor designed it in the 20s and nobody's ever had the balls to be like, do we really need the giant sponge doing this? It was because it was a guy like you being like, let's get a big circular brush and have it spin real fast. And we'll put it on tracks, and the car will go through.
I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting. It's something of it's like the Prestige.
It's kind of what
Ever see that movie?
No.
I watched it for the second time. It's all about magicians, but apparently magicians are inventors.
We need to bring back good inventors.
They don't do it anymore. Now it's all just tech bros, ain't it?
The last good inventor, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Bobby
Dylan.
Complete unknown.
Hey. You guys like Bob Dylan? You guys really fuck with Bob Dylan?
I don't think our audience likes Bob Dylan.
But can I say something?
I don't know if they know who Bob Dylan is.
I don't know if I know who Bob Dylan is, truthfully.
He really doesn't know. He does sound like he is a little funny. Maybe I like him now that I'm doing his voice.
He has a little voice.
He is like, it is crazy how because you can think of those really famous musicians, right? Like you think of Freddie Mercury,
sure.
or the Beatles or whatever. These are people, Elvis. These are people on the same level as how we talk about Bob Dylan a little bit,
right?
And I think I could name 5 songs for each of them. I really can't think of that many songs that I know of Bob Dylan's.
Being straight up. I barely know the one like a Rolling Stone. I barely know that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know that song.
Yeah. No, I
How does it feel? That's all I know, dude. It was a shock to everyone's system. Every marginal Bob Dylan fan. It was a shock to your system when you realize that a complete unknown is a fucking lyric in that song.
Sure. No
one had any idea.
Yeah.
But
what did they have any other songs that you recognized?
No.
He used to sing "House of the Rising Sun," and nobody even knows that.
Well, yeah, that song's in the movie, but it's done by the chick in it, Joan Baez. You know who Joan Baez is?
Do I not?
Apparently, she was a massive person. And, she gets introduced, and everyone's like, "That's Joan Baez." That's what I hate about biopics, man.
Yeah,
it's the
there
same
it
thing
is.
with fucking Oppenheimer, dude.
Yeah.
It's every 5 minutes. It's like the director is looking at me. He goes, and it goes over my head. I don't know who that is.
Can you believe that? That's Strudel McDoodle.
Exactly.
It's oh my God, he invented the particle.
Seriously, but really. And then at the black thing, at the end, the credits, it'll cut to black and be like, Strudel McDoodle lived to 67. Still resides in New Hampshire with his family.
I'm sure they did that in Oppenheimer, right? Well, where are they now?
I didn't finish that stupid movie. That movie was so bad. I could get behind Japan.
Oppenheimer had PTSD for the rest of it. You're like,
okay.
Strudel got a dog.
Exactly. But yeah, man. So it was good, man. But it's the only reason I was able to enjoy it is because I was able to spend so I know nothing about Bob Dylan, and I don't like folk music. So I want to see Timothée Chalamet do stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of him going,
Did I tell you about how in acting school way back when, because it was they had people from all over the world came, and it was a kind of a study abroad. We had Bob, no, but we had a bunch of people.
Did you have Austin Pendleton?
We had a bunch of people from across the pond, a bunch of Brits.
I do say
came. Yeah. Oh, and they so one of them had to talk about "This Land Is Your Land," which is one of the songs in that.
Which apparently was a controversial song.
I guess so.
Somehow.
They had to talk about "This Land Is Your Land" in one of the songs, in one of the scenes that they did.
Right.
And that's, talk about us not knowing that song. Brits really have no clue about American folk music, right?
Sure.
And so they're talking about it, and the girl who was doing the scene was like, What you expect us to go around and be la-di-da, merry, happy, singing "This Land Is Your Land"? And it was you can't. I don't know what you're talking about it unless you say it a very specific way. That song does not become a song unless you say it with the right emphasis.
Land is your land.
Yeah.
This land is your It is true.
Yeah.
It is true. How funny is that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so
That's good.
This land is your land.
This land is your land. It's hard to do something on a cold read, though, man.
Yeah, no, of
It's
course.
hard.
Of course. Not.
There was one other thing about the Bob Dylan movie that I wanted to say, but I forgot it. I don't know. I think it's you know. So what are your New Year's resolutions?
You
got any good resolutions?
I think I'm going to see Wicked a couple more times.
You got to see the Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I'll see Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
I'll see Bobby.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got? Any resolutions? You got anything you're trying to focus on, or work on?
Clearly we've always got lots of goals that we set for ourselves, don't we?
I don't know if we always do, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I watched the movie I really did like was A Real Pain.
I want to see that.
And I think you and I ought to go and do a Holocaust kind of
tour
that they did.
And we should vlog it. You want to vlog it? Bring back the vlogs?
Because I think we go back to vlogs.
Okay.
Because it's totally your thing. Like I think you would.
It's my thing.
I think you would like this movie.
Oh, the movie.
The movie. No,
I love me some Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, no, he's very good at it. He's very good at it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. It's like a kind of, I don't know. It feels like something that we would write. I
like
just
that.
kind of hang out and talk about.
Did you see what Jesse Eisenberg had to say about Kieran Culkin?
Why he cast him in it?
No, I didn't see that.
Because there's a funny story about that. But what's his?
He was like it was almost as if he was like it's sometimes frustrating to work with him because he like refuses to rehearse or talk about the scene at all.
Yeah.
And he said he's a very visceral actor, and he would like do the scene, and then he'd be like, okay, he would come up and he'd be like, okay, can we try it? And like towards the end, can we change this bit? And Kieran would be like, I don't know what I did. And he was like, it's kind of cool to work with it, but also like, trying to get on the same page with an actor who seems to be out of his body.
Yeah, who doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Sebastian went to see it, and he was at a talk back with the two of them.
Oh, really?
I think so. This is the story that he told me. I'm not sure.
How's he getting his talk backs?
I don't know. He's got like some membership thing to one of those fans.
Okay, sure.
Theaters.
Right.
He's probably watching this and being like, "That's not true at all."
Okay.
But he did tell me. I'm pretty sure it was him that told me that Jesse Eisenberg was talking about how he cast Kieran Culkin to be in it.
Okay.
And he says he's like, I knew I wanted Kieran Culkin to be in a movie with me since when we did when we were first doing The Social Network.
Right.
And we were doing auditions, and I was doing chemistry reads with different actors.
Okay.
And Kieran Culkin came in for the Justin Timberlake character or something like that, one of the characters.
That's got to be the wrong casting.
Yeah, or something like that.
Right.
But they were doing an in-person kind of audition chemistry read together. And they said, okay, Jesse, this is we're bringing Kieran Culkin in to audition for it and whatnot. And Kieran's audition for that thing was he came in, he had the sides, and he said, "Hey, Jesse," and then ran up and kicked him in the nuts.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Why did he do that?
Because he was like, I felt like that's what the character would do, and I wanted to make an impression.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Jesse was like, we did not cast him, obviously, but he's like, I never forgot that.
Wow.
And he was like, and I want to, and I was like, when I was writing this thing, I was like, oh shit, this is totally that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta start doing that.
I know. So we really ought to start doing crazy shit.
I gotta start doing that shit, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Take that, Jesse.
Who's the commercial fucking casting director? What's her fucking name?
Is it Beth Melsky?
Beth Melsky. Ah! Knee her in the fucking cock. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Don Case.
Yeah.
Ah! Is he still around, Don Case? We've totally gone off the rails. This is supposed to be a popular video.
Yeah.
But we've totally gone off the rails.
Don Case is still around.
Is Don Case, did he die? In the comments, if you know Don Case. It's been a while since I got a call from Don Case.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Should we get into the people?
Yeah,
Give the
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah,
I hope you all
Stick
back.
around. Stick around.
hope you
Have some fun. Why don't you?
Do a little
Take
dance.
A load off.
Yeah, exactly. Take a load off.